All right. Brittany Laughlin writes, love your show. I'm writing from Kansas City, official home of AMC.
It is. Actually, AMC's headquartered in Kansas, as a matter of fact.
Brittany's brother also works for the AMC 20 out there.
Justin!
It's a family thing.
Justin!
I enjoy free movies, but I am looking forward to spending all of my money in 2015, especially when Superman versus Batman comes out. Anyways, on to my question. John, on a previous show, you had mentioned that you suspect that Warner Brothers has had this movie planned for months before Comic-Con, and even before the release of Man of Steel. I think so as well. That being said, do you think that when Henry Cavill was asked about a possible Superman versus Batman movie, that he knew that he was going to be making this film?
Great question, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I do believe they've known for a very long time what their roadmap was going to be, and they were just playing it kind of close to the vest. Like, I don't think they knew it 6 months ago or a year ago, but I think they've known about it for a long time. As far as Henry Cavill knowing, you know what? I'm finding Hollywood is more and more becoming on a need-to-know basis. I look, I wouldn't put money on this at all. But I would not be surprised to find out that Henry Cavill maybe found out about this maybe 3 weeks before Comic-Con. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all, because why does Cavill need to know? He doesn't need to know. And the only thing you're doing by letting Cavill know is running the risk that, if some kind of smart, reporter on a red carpet somewhere or in an interview asks him a tricky enough question, that he may slip and let some detail out before they drop the big bomb at Comic-Con. There's just no point. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if he didn't know about it, because he's not essential to it at this point. Anyway, Schnupp, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like maybe a week out into, right, like a week before, it's like, hey, by the way, here's the poster. They probably showed him. He's like, what, Batman? Yeah, that's how we're doing it. I mean, he signed on for multiple sequels to play Superman if it's a success, just like Brandon Routh was signed on to play multiple Supermans back from 2006. And for about 2 years, Brandon Routh kept saying, well, yeah, we're going to shoot like a darker Superman. There's going to be fight scenes in it. So he was signed on, and they had talked about doing a sequel. Then Bryan Singer went and did another movie, and that delayed that. And then it just got delayed so much that, Warner Brothers, realized, hey, maybe we should just reboot this. Henceforth, Brandon Routh didn't play Superman. Henry Cavill's now back in, got the role. So yeah, he signed on to play it, but I don't know if he had the inside scoop. I mean, to be honest, my guess is that, David Goyer and Zack Snyder started playing with it like maybe a month or two before the premiere of Man of Steel, because they still had Justice League and all these other things floating around, and Batman had just come out. So, David Goyer tied in with Batman. I'm sure it was kind of a simple fit. Like, hey, are we going to do a Batman standalone movie and then do the Man of Steel? Or are we going to wrap them all together and make like a super punch? So I think that's kind of like, I agree, like 6 months down, in the past is when this all started bubbling up. I'm sure the script is done, because it has to be done if it's going to be coming out in 2015. So
I agree.